Ga. 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 Why did I join to you panting? I'm a dog. Don't get it twisted. It's not weird. I'm simply living the purpose of my species. Please don't ellipses me. Please. Hi, Papega. Hi, everyone. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hello. I want a barking emote just for this. I don't think I would be able to go to someone and ask me to draw me as a canine with a wig. I feel like that would reflect on me badly. Sometimes I wish I could draw just so I could bring these things into existence myself. But hi! Hello!
Vinyl
Hi everyone.
SSB
I hope
gifted
you're
a tier
doing
1
well.
sub to Project
Hello.
Fan.
Happy
They have given
weekend.
131 gift subs in the channel.
Hello. Wow. How are we all doing? I am still congested. It's Bob, I need you to see yourself out, okay? Your game section antics aren't welcome when I'm yapping. You need an intervention. No. No, historically in this stream, nobody scares me when I'm just yapping, right, chat? It's only when I play video games that things start happening. Yeah, of course. Thank you. Historical lie. That's not true. I would never tell a lie. You know, what's wrong with me simply trying to compartmentalize my suffering and usher it off to one segment and one segment only of the stream. I'm not lying about my intentions. Yippee. And that's all that matters,
just
right?
To watch a Haig Loig while she carries her bag, forget to change them egg, tosses frags, to eggs are friendly, and makes her team sake.
Bars? What do you mean that's bars? I can say this very properly. Let me repeat it without you butchering Brian's pronunciation. Why am I here? Just to watch a hag lag while she carries her bag, forget to change the mag, tosses frags, tags a friendly while making her team sad.
Wow.
Okay?
You'll be nice for one.
I did
Thanks
pretty
for
well.
the 4 months of awesome content, yo. You're the tallest, biggest, smartest,
Thank
and
you.
most rotund Vtuber, you grat.
Thank you, Zero, for 4 months.
Wow.
I appreciate it.
4
Hi,
months
Isaac.
of ruined eggs
Thank
have
you
done
for 4
irreversible
months.
damage on my psyche, and I can't tell if it's chat's or Yui's fault.
It's definitely your fault because I would never take the blame. You know, I am a computer tab or I'm an app. If I am detrimental to you, turn me off. Immediately. Also, I'm just a little guy. I'm a little guy. Little guys can't accept any form of liability. That's illegal. Wow. Yeah, and I'm Canadian. I'm practically a protected species.
They have given 3 gift subs in the channel.
Anyway, I'm shielded on multiple fronts, so don't come at me with your lawyer, please. I thank you. Also, Dirk, thank you for 11 months. Runic, thank you for 3 months. And Sages, thank you for 4 months. Thank you very much. So you're wearing a puffy winter coat. When I go outside, I do. I have to. It's very cold.
Whoa, we got an endangered yo here.
Yeah, I am endangered. Because I am the only one of my kind. And not that others of my species don't exist, but they're not willing to procreate with me. So my line actually ends with me. Yes, I am very stupid. Clearly, I'm kidding. By the way, I am incredibly intelligent. Do you see the sheer IQ of the joke that I just told? Am I not so smart? Tell me I'm so smart right now. Acknowledge me. Tell me I'm intelligent. Please, I need to hear it. Please, please. Please, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Warren, thank you for 3 months. Thank you very much. And Goat, welcome back. Thank you very much for the gifted sub. Yippee.
You're intelligent enough.
Thank you. Even if I cannot exhale fully out of my nose.
Keep waiting, you
those are just physical ailments, and I am I am peak human form. I really am. You stupid. None of you are smart enough to see it. You just don't see it. I'm actually. Yippee!
You're intelligent. In other news, every lie detector in a 50-mile radius of
I live in Canada, and we don't use those. Also, I don't know how many kilometers 50 miles is. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, 50... Every lie detector in a 50-mile radius of me did not go off. I don't know what 50 miles means, so I can assign a meaning to it. And I'm gonna go ahead and say 50 miles is equivalent to like 5 meters. So, no issues here. Yippee!
Hello, I'm
81 kilometers? Fuck off!
We have an IQ as high as
I'm choosing not to acknowledge that statement. I do not. I don't acknowledge the imperial system as legitimate or real. Thank you, Ilmata. Welcome in. Are you Mrs. Raziel, or would you prefer to be referred to as your
invention of bagged milk? Truly the most intelligent Canadian Lilik 2 nodders.
I can't even take credit for that. I'm an immigrant. I'm a little guy. I'm not even a contributing member of society. I am a VTuber. All I do is take up space. All I do is take up space, pay rent, eat a Hot Pocket, complain to Dad when no Hot Pocket, lie. You stupid. Stop spamming the stupid sound alert. hearing it in my own shrill little guy voice is really hurting my... It is hurting my feelings. Something about it feels really messed up that people are forcing me to hear myself calling myself stupid. I think if you told a Victorian child that from the 1800s that was physically possible, their head would explode. Their head would literally on the spot. Especially if they were a Victorian child of nobility and not the firstborn, because you know for a fact that they already have insecurity issues. If you told them that someone could throw dollar bills at them and force them to hear themselves calling themselves stupid, they would become jello.
Both Ilmatu and are fine. Either way, I pay 80% of the bills
You
and decide
stupid.
whether I left sleeps in the bed or the couch on any given night. Smirking face.
Oh! I know who you are now. I know. Oh my god! That's incredible. I do have to acknowledge that fully. I am incredibly glad that there are now 2 married couples who watch my stream. That makes me incredibly happy. I want to become that. You know what? No more being some silly VTuber with all of the novelties and the gimmicks. I'm gonna become a family blogger. Hell no, you aren't. Who are you to tell me I can't do that? Oh, my belly. Matt, welcome in. Hello? Hello? I am not finding a way to go lower. You know, if I could end up getting a sponsorship from a company like Pampers or something, man, if I got a commission rate on that, I would be set. I need to target the demographics of people who have to spend money on essentials. That's big capitalist brain, you know? Also being supported by Big Diaper it leaves me more honor than being supported by Big Sound Alerts. Pediasure cross-demographic sponsorship. Nestle also get in my DMs. I don't care about your human rights abuses. What? for every reason possible, that was a joke. Okay? For all reasons, that was completely
The
unserious.
house we rent has a projector and home entertainment system from the landlord, so you're technically on
I'm
a big
kidding.
screen that can be heard across the house.
It's because I could never have a
decided to
family
check
of
you
my
out
own.
myself instead of just grind my dailies in the media room.
Thank you very, very much. You know, I have been seeing or hearing about an alarming number of people playing me on the family television recently. Someone in the Discord server posted an image of my live stream being played in the family room on the flat screen TV. And I don't like that very much. It made me feel very self-conscious. It is okay when I am talking randomly and spontaneously to a bunch of singles in their 20s and 30s. It becomes less okay when I think about little toddlers as well as Gen X's the ages of my parents watching my content, because it is then that I feel like I'm simply every adult of parenting age ever, and that makes me really sad. I don't want the entire family watching. That's not even ESLU. That's not even
If
funny
we are
right now,
singles, yo
Bob.
is the craft singles of singles Dan's game.
For real, Mew, craft singles are the only singles I know. Anyway, also welcome in, Pissman. I am doing great. How are you doing? Hey Yui, I have bad news for you. My parents have A, seen the flag, B, commented on it, and C, seen the Chatter's elaboration channel.
You probably can't disappoint your
2, you need to
ancestors
resign.
as much as I do with mine. Every time my dad remembers I was such a hardcore Fujo, I wrote BL about my classmates.
Yippee!
A woman? In this chat? Cap.
I have to admit, I feel very offended by that comment because when I was in my last year of high school, I was the target of a weeaboo classmate who had a crush on me, writing fanfiction about me. And that just opened up a whole can of memories that I never thought would ever resurface.
What?
I'm stunlocked right now. I'm in shock.
So sorry for you.
I genuinely forgot about that. Until that came up. Holy shit. Ooh.
Yippee!
My parents are boomers, so they would be disappointed more in you what if you're still not married?
How
and
is
you're
a
40, you can get a
17-year-old
marriage certificate for the
meant
tax-free
to-
pauper.
meant to handle that type of situation? You know, my goal,
You got to elaborate. I'm now assuming you were the target of BL
not
fanfic.
BL, but like by my classmate from another friend group. And the only reason I was acquainted with this friend group at all was because my best friend in high school was closest with that general circle. And with me, I was just kind of on the outskirts. And they were a bit like nerdy. They had anime, like fiction, fandom-esque interests. And one of the boys in the group was self-reported like bisexual, and and he had a crush on me, and he also had a crush on this other dude who had nothing to do with any of us, who I did not even talk to. And he started writing stories about the two of us. We were assigned seats beside each other, like me and the guy that I don't even talk to, in English 12, a class that I didn't even show up for half the time because that was my like heavy class skipping arc. And still, that was enough entertainment for him to look forward to English every second day. You know what my aspirations were at the time? My aspirations were to, one, get out of high school, and two, to find a way to run Overwatch on my little guy laptop, which I brought to school. Like, my goal, my hyperfixation at the time was trying to run Overwatch at over 26 FPS on the equivalent of a Chromebook. That was all I thought about. And suddenly, he approaches me and tries to gauge my interest in being written about in a quote-unquote lemon. And I had to ask, what the hell is a lemon? Smut. Like NSFW. A lemon was, I think, like what's the website? Like the WattPad equivalent. Or like the early 2010s, like, or the late 2010s equivalent of like, I don't know why they use that code word. I genuinely don't know. It's an old term, yeah, for like NSFW fanfiction. And I had to find out for myself. Hey, I don't think when I was in high school, Archive of Our Own was even remotely popularized or even in existence yet. I don't know. I don't know. You know what the funniest thing was? In addition to all of this, you would think that that acquaintance, I was about to call him a friend, but that's not really what he was, nor what I really want to call him, but you would think that someone like him had absolutely no social awareness, but he actually did have enough awareness to at least rename the characters, to basically take almost like complete inspiration, like in quotes, from me and this other dude, but then change the names. And apparently then it was totally okay, but it was so obvious. Also, he was uploading these like to public, like WattPad. Public! He was uploading them to save them because he didn't have like any construct of like having a Google Doc and having it saved there, or having like a Microsoft Word document and saving it.
The spicier the content. I think it started at oranges and ended at lemons.
That is awful, and I hope we all look back at those phases if we had them and cringe. Yes, Maddie. When I was in my last year of high school, one of my guy acquaintances, this bisexual guy who had a crush on me and this other guy, started writing fanfics of me and the other guy. We didn't talk to each other. We had one class where we were assigned seats next to each other, and that was it. Like, I didn't even like the other guy because he was some like fuckboy, in all honesty, like wildly different high school student archetypes between us. And that's like one of the reasons why like a teacher would assign those seats together, because she knows that we won't talk, you know? Yippee!
Wow. I can't believe I feel bad for you, Yui. Only slightly though.
Yeah, of course you do, because you're Bennett. And you're a piece of shit. You're mean to me. I have another story, or just another thing I witnessed that I have never told a soul. This was when I was in grade 10. So I was 15 years old. We celebrate Remembrance Day in Canada. For you Americans, it's called Veterans Day. For us, we have Remembrance Day to celebrate soldiers that died in World War I, and we take it incredibly seriously. It is the most solemn statutory holiday of the year. If you are in public school in Canada, every year you hold an incredibly serious school-wide assembly on November 11th at school to commemorate the First World War. And you have like the entire like trumpet, like moment of silence. You have poems, you have choir, you have like speeches about remembrance. It's just very, very serious. And when I was 15, I was sitting in the bleachers, and in front of me was one of my friends, like in the bench below in front of me. And as this boy was on stage, like giving he was literally giving in Flounders Fields, like the poem that gets recited every year on Remembrance Day about a post-battlefield and all of the deceased soldiers on the field covered in poppies, which their flesh feeds essentially. This girl is sitting in front of me on her little iPhone 5S reading fan fictions, and I can see the app she's on. It's like fanfiction.com or something. I think it was I think it was WattPad. WattPad? What is it called again? WattPad again? Whichever website is yellow. I think fanfiction is red, right? WattPad, thank you, Red. She is on WattPad, not even the website. She is on the app, reading a fanfiction about Austin Malone and Justin Bieber. That's Hi, WattPaddy. Welcome in. This is your stream. It was NSFW. It was incredibly NSFW. I don't know what in God's name made her think that none of us could see the light from her phone in the total dark. From above her. She was just reading that shit.
Okay, this isn't family friendly anymore, Lime's here.
It's painful, is what it is. Because I knew something was really messed up. And I just felt so much panic and like secondhand embarrassment. I was praying to God that the two people sitting beside me were not also keeping up with her scrolling, because her reading on the little iPhone 5 screen, I have this memory literally burned into my brain. Like, she had that shit at like size 20 font. It was completely legible. And the worst part is, it was not a BL fanfiction. It was a reader insert fanfiction. So she was reading an NSFW fanfiction of Mr. Bieber and Mr. Malone fighting over the reader, which is her.
Oh, they call that a
There's a
humor
term for that. There's a term for that. On Remembrance Day. And that was the only reason that I paid any attention to it to begin with. Was specifically because the lights were off and she still had her fucking phone on. Insanity. That was the high school I went to.
I can't believe we're only a few months away from being able to obtain the physical incarnation of Yo. Finally,
Hi,
I will be
Eve.
able
Thank
to
you
punch
for
Yo across
50
the
whole
city as
months.
God intended, you yick
Thank you.
smirk.
Good luck with that. You are a Twitch chatter. I know you missed leg day. Don't you dare try to come at me talking like you would be able to pump me over a city skyline. You wouldn't be able to.
Yippee!
Why did you read so much of it that you remember the plot?
Because when I looked down and saw the light at first, the first thing that I saw was the title on the header, and then I saw the text. The moment I looked down, she was at the spicy part. The moment I laid eyes on her content, it was in the middle of it. So you kept reading? I literally could not. I literally couldn't keep my eyes on her. I like hyper fixated on the little boy at the center of the gym floor. Like for the rest of the assembly, I was in so much emotional pain from what I had seen. Like no, typically I would be like, of course I was reading. That's like I would do it for the bit. I would like, no, I was in so much pain. I was 15 years old and I had a deep sense of empathy, and I the two people sitting beside me were both guys, and like for my fellow girly, like the possibility of having that exposed to the I also like didn't have it in my heart to like poke at her and be like, hey, I can see what you're reading. Like I don't want to be the root of that embarrassment trauma for her for the rest of her life. Oh god, like I have not told a soul because it's genuinely so embarrassing for her. Did she even try to hide it? No, she did not. I will have nothing to do with that.
Bad time, but 1.5 years of grass.
Thank you, Sinak. Thank you very, very much. 18 months is really crazy. Thank you. And you have trauma yourself? I don't think I can call it trauma. I just felt so bad for her.
Imagine if she watches your streams now.
She wouldn't. She was like a total normie.
Yippee!
And I felt really bad
See
for
the
her. I
secondary
still
school
do.
story I had was
I
how
really-
proposed to date our left
Oh
as
my
I am by
God.
showing them the BL I wrote of them and their best
That's
friend
so
who asked me
long.
if I could get to know them better for more accuracy. It worked, but I knew them pretty well at that point, so they mostly just stammered and asked why they were the uke. On the
So,
other hand, I think I may have been the
basically,
reason why the normie boys avoided the anime club while I was president.
I was like genuinely friends with that girl. And like I didn't tell anybody again until today because like I just felt bad for her. She just wanted to be like loved and stuff, and she wasn't the brightest. She would like tell me about her like boyfriend who was a few years older than her, and how she kept trying to like justify his behavior, but he really wasn't that nice to her. And like I tried, but that's my history with her. You know what the saddest part is? I was the only one, like, because we were all like 14, 15. I was the only one at that point who had a working debit card. We weren't old enough for credit cards yet. So because I had the debit card, I could make online purchases. And she would like ask me to like buy her little trinkets, little jewelry, accessories, as all teenage girls do. She would give me cash and I would buy it for her and I would give it to her. And you know what the kicker there is? I'm done blabbering. I helped her buy that phone. Remember how I said it was an iPhone 5S? I bought it for her. And I caught her slipping on that thing on November 11th. I literally got my own first phone when I was almost 16 years old. Like, I helped her buy that phone. I let my parents know in advance that I was just helping her purchase it because her parents didn't want her to have it. But like, I mean, like, hey, you're giving me the cash. I'm gonna help you do it. I don't mind. Like, I helped her buy that phone when I didn't even have a phone myself, and that is what I saw her doing with that thing. Like, I didn't even realize the irony of that at the time. I'm realizing as I say this to you now. Yeah, we now know why they didn't. Maybe. Anyway, I hope you all at least found that funny. Back to the fan fiction. Yippee! About
Hey,
me
Sugar
and the
Mama,
other
I need a
classmate.
new iPhone. Can you buy it for me?
No, I've learned my lesson. No. Back to the fanfics that were being written about me and the other guy. I was talking to my best friend about it, and I was like, I looked up what a lemon was on Tumblr, and I really don't like it. Like, the dude is really freaking me out. And of course I was 17, so I wasn't saying it as eloquently as I am now. I was like, why is he so messed up in the head? Like, he needs to stop doing this. Literally, what is wrong with him? I don't care that his home situation is difficult. Like, this is weird for me. And the other guy doesn't even know. Like, this is really messed up and he's really messed up is basically what I said. And you know what ended up happening? All of us went to my best friend's house, like, excluding the guy, like a bunch of that friend group. Like, we went to my best friend's house after school one day, and they had a reading party where they basically read and laughed and like completely made fun of what he was writing. And it actually worked. for me, the way that like they were reading every sentence out loud, like and like while trying to hold in the laughs, and while like cringing and like screaming and screeching and dying, it actually made me immune, and it made me feel better about what he had written, because it made me realize that all of them thought it was really weird, cringe, and entertainment worthy too. And I was healed. Yeah, it did get graded because we absolutely like made fun of the grammatical errors. It was incredible. Looking back, I can't believe
That
those
moment
things
prepared
actually
you
happened.
to become the Vtuber you are today, Kek.
Maybe it was a formative moment for me that I then like suppressed for so many years. I genuinely had not thought about it for years and years until until today. It is like messed up. Like it never, like he inquired, but like all of us kind of mounted pressure on him, making him feel like it was weird to actually go the full mile. So thank God he never went there, but he did go very borderline. And that was what we were reading together. And like, I think the dude who was completely unrelated ended up going to like business school or something. He was saved for the rest of his life from such a burden of knowledge that only I and the others in the group will bear. Alright. Yeah, I think making fanfiction of people you actually know should be generally frowned upon. Like, how are you going to be in a parasocial relationship with someone that you know in real life? How, like, for a competently functioning human being, that shouldn't be possible.
People who go to business school usually end up being absolute weirdos.
Yippee! Really?
Don't give me and chat intrusive thoughts to
That
write
is
about
the
your fanfic.
complete opposite of what I experienced. Like, in my experience, everyone who went to business school was a total normie. Just, like, normal, privileged extroverts went to business school. But maybe we come from different areas. Hi, 早安哥哥 hello. My belly. Okay, I think that's enough yapping for today. Let me plug the usual things a little bit. Our YouTube's plushie design and the store page is out, so please look forward to that. The pre-order day starts next Friday on the 13th. I have a lot of opinions about the page that they wrote for me. I don't know what to say. Like, there was no draft of it that I was presented. I saw the public page when it was public. So, you know. What do you mean the page is perfect for you? I disagree. I can't with what they quoted. I can't with
Hey
the
you,
tweet that they chose
Chinese, I am
to
stuck on this
include.
common phrase. What is 4 is 4, 10 is 10, 14 is 14 in
I hate
Chinese.
you. Why would you do that to me? So 4 is 4 is Carafin, thank you so much and have a good night. I'm very sorry to everyone in EU in general. Always for my stream time, but thank you for coming by to say hello today. Hive May, welcome in. Thank you, thank you. Sorry, give me a second. I'm congested. Hold on. So 4 is 4 is 4是4 10 is 10 is 10是10 14 is 14 is 14是14 Shut up! Shut up! You're so mean. I know you sent that just to make fun of me. It's Mandarin. Okay, okay. But yeah, back to what I actually want to talk about, which is the plushie. The link is in the panels down below. It's the first one. And again, next Friday, the pre-orders start. And they will, excuse me, they'll go on for exactly 2 weeks. So they'll run from the 13th to the 27th. So you have 2 weeks to pre-order, and that will be all. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm gonna order some more myself. Also, starting on Monday, for those of you who are interested, please keep an eye out. We'll be doing a giveaway for a plush. It'll be sponsored by YouTube's, which is why you'll have to apply through Twitter only. Like, it's like a follower accounts and like retweet to apply basically. But it's on Twitter only, and there will be a giveaway there. So please look forward to that. I know, but there's nothing I can do.
Who wrote that description for the plush? They need a raise.
I am going to find them personally and beat them over the head with a cast iron. I swear it on my life. Bruh. Yeah, that'll be that. And then, so everything is kind of put together. Next Friday is the plush, and the next Saturday
I
is
just read the
the
full
DQ.
description. You yikskek, what is PP cotton lamau?
That has to be something that they came up with. That's real, whatever it is. I'm just glad it's cotton. I'm happy it is. I think it's international, the giveaway, because they ship internationally by default. I don't think for the purposes of a giveaway, a North America only would make sense. What are you gonna play today? We have some horror games in store. I have Finding Frankie, which is another like FNAF inspired short horror game, which I'm not excited for, even though the reviews are very good, because it's about parkour. It is a FNAF equivalent horror game centered around parkour. I do not have the fine motor skills, WASDing, and using a mouse to be able to run away while panicking 100 BPM, jumping onto shit, and not dying.
Stream when being only 9 inches tall. You yikes head pat.
I don't like that. I don't like that very much. That was really mean. Hi Fire, welcome in. Okay. Yippee! Alright. Hi guy!
My life savings for you, plush you yix smile you yix give
And no, do not do that. Bad. Very bad. 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 Okay. Anyway, shall we get going on the video game? Yeah? Break time? Shall we? Me, the strongest, smartest streamer ever. I'm gonna crush it. Obviously. Obviously. I'm gonna do great. I'm so smart and all of you just don't see my vision. Alright! Alright, I'm not getting carried away. I'm being entirely accurate. Shut up. I am strong and smart. Not ADIQ. You just don't see what I see. One day you'll all realize that I was 6 steps ahead. I was just pretending to be stupid. I was just You guys should be nicer to someone who's congested. Bye.